Okay, sure. So I think Savani, I think your side there is any network issue. So you can check about that. And let me start the lecture. Let me share the screen. So yeah, in today's lecture we will talk about control flow, JavaScript. So basically, control flow is a fundamental aspect of any uh, full programming language. So full programming language means high level language. Okay, you can understand Python, C++, Java, JavaScript, and it allows us to execute code if a certain situation arises. Okay, so we are actually making logics and we are talking on the basis of some situations in any programming languages. Okay, because we are solving a relevant problems in any programming language on any web page, you can say. Okay, on the basis of that we have many problems, but it depend on the application, platform, company also. Okay, which type of company you are working and which type of software it is. On the basis of that we have many real problems, real mathematical problems also there, uh, and we are solving these problems by writing some code. Okay, as a software developer you can understand about it. So we need these control flow topics, these situation based parameters we need. So we use it in combination with logical and comparison operator. Okay, so logical and comparison operator means actually we will use the if condition. Okay, inside that if condition we will use the operator. Okay, so and I also will show you how to write this logical operator. I already told you about the what is logical operator. I already gave you overview how to use the logical operator, and I also will use this hello, yeah, hi, hey, my voice is clear. My voice is audible. Actually,
Yes, sir.
there is a disconnect in meeting, so sorry for that. अभी मेरी आवाज आ रही है ना?
हाँ सर आ रही है।
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, फिर से स्टार्ट करता हूँ, ठीक है, स्क्रीन शेयर कर लेता हूँ. So we are talking about the combinations with that combinations we will use uh, in our control flow statement in our if else conditions. So in case this is your first time programming, let's briefly go over the main concept. Okay, so I already told you this course is for beginner also and for who have some knowledge about the coding. Okay, so uh, anyone who have first time experience of programming, who they can also understand my concept that I am explaining in this lectures in this course, and anyone who have some experience also, so it can also help for them also for learning point of view. Okay, so let's briefly go over the main concept. So if you okay, before that let me tell you, if you have programmed in other languages before, you may find it more useful just to reference the notes for the JS syntax. Okay, so I hope all you have code in some programming language like Python, C++, maybe in Java, but I'm completely sure uh, you all until I don't know you have programmed in JavaScript or not, but I'm thinking anyone have not wrote any JavaScript code till now. So on the basis of that, I can tell you this is the first lecture or first session explaining you about how to write JavaScript. Okay, and you only need to know the JavaScript some syntax. Okay. So we will initiate some condition check. That condition check returns a boolean either true or false. Okay. And based off those results, we use control flow to execute a specific block of code. So that specific block of code will explain you about the situation. Okay. So this is the syntax actually. You can easily can understand by observing the syntax. In if condition, if we will use condition. Okay. And we will use operator also here. And on the basis of that condition, if it is true, then this so some code snippet will execute. Okay. And what is the if else statement? So whenever we have two situation, when the situation is true, then this block of code will execute. And if that situation become false, then that else part of the code will execute. So this also you need to know. And further moving proceed, we will see many if else also. Okay. If else statement. So you can understand in this, if there is condition one available. Okay. This condition one is true, then this code will execute. And let's say this condition become false, so this else will execute. And now program will check the condition in this if statement. If condition 2 become false, then it will go to this else part. Okay. And this else part will execute when both the condition become false. If condition become true, then this part of code will execute on the basis of this. So on the basis of that, we can use the different and many if else condition. Okay. So let's say you have four conditions. So condition one, then some code, then else if condition 2, then some code, then else if, then condition 2, some code, then else. Okay. So this way you can write the different else if statement. Apart from that, we also have nested if condition. Okay. So I have not any slide about the nested if else condition, but uh, I'm telling you verbally. Actually, nested if means inside if you can use many ifs. Okay. Let's say in this if, okay, there is some code, and after this code you can write the if condition also here. Okay. Let's say I can write this if condition. Okay. And this some block of code I will execute. And inside this, now we have one if inside if, and inside this if also you can use the if. Okay. Like that. And you can write the if condition. Okay. Like that. You I think you all understand about it. So you can use the nested if also. Okay. This is also the a concept which is used in many programming languages. So, all right, let's go through some examples. Okay. So we have understood about it, and now I'm writing some code in front of you so you can understand the different control flow of JavaScript programming. Okay. So first we will start from basic, then we will move uh, further. Okay. So let me open our that famous text editor for that, for this course only, and which is Atom Text Editor. Okay. So let me open our folder also, and you all are aware about that folder. And we have one HTML file here, one CSS also we have, but we are not using that CSS file. We are using right now what? JavaScript file. Okay. This myscript.javascript we will use. And in HTML we are also not writing anything. This HTML I am added for only rendering the web page in the browser, so that I can use the console of browser. Okay. So this is the property of JavaScript, and you can use the JavaScript like that way. Let me copy that full path and I can paste here that path, and now you can see the web page in browser. And I also need to open my JavaScript file because I will write some code of JavaScript which is explaining you about the control flow statement, that is if else. Okay, so first let me create a variable. So I am creating the variable false. Okay, so I have created the variable false, and you can create another variable also, that is temp. Okay, so this temp will store what? This will store some value, and let's say I am giving it 60. Okay, you can give any value, it's in your hand. And let's say I am adding one if condition because I am explaining you about the if else statement. Okay, so let's say if it is auto completing our if statement or not. So yes, it is auto completing. So this way you can auto complete the if statement, and will use the property of atom text editor. So close it. And so one thing actually I like about the atom text editor is that without using any extension, we are using many functionality that we can only use with the help of extension in Visual Studio Code. But here we are using without using extension. This functionality I actually like about the atom text editor. So it is by default written true. So this condition, if this condition is become true, then that part of code will execute. Okay, and here I'm writing the our famous console statement that will print something on the screen. Okay, so here I am writing, yeah, I am a software engineer. Okay, so okay, so this condition is true, then this part of statement will uh, execute. Okay, so definitely it will execute on the basis of this condition. And let me show you this in the browser. I have saved the file, and let me refresh it and will open the console. And here you can see we have what? I am a software engineer. So this way you can use the if I'll just if control flow statement. Okay. So have you noticed the one thing here? In many programming language, in C++, Python, when you write some code, you need to run that code and you need to open the terminal for that. But here in JavaScript, the good thing is that you directly write the code of JavaScript, and then you need to include that code in HTML web page, and here in console you can see the result. Uh, I mean, in this editor you can write any programming any JavaScript program, whether it will be short or big program. So you will find the result here actually. And this console is working like a terminal here. Okay, so we are doing these things on the console here. And you are seeing we have two variable, hot and temp. And maybe you are thinking why I have created these two variables, but I can tell you why I have created these two variables. I have created because I will use the values of these two variable in our if condition. Let's say we have temp. Okay, and temp is 60, and here I am writing temp greater than 80. But temp is 60, temp is not greater than 80, so this statement become false. Now this part of statement will execute or not? Can anyone tell? Will execute or not? सो रहे हैं क्या सब लोग? ये स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट होगा कि नहीं? ये इफ कंडीशन फॉल्स है या ट्रू है? कोई बताएगा? एनीवन?
सर
नो।
फॉल्स।
कौन? नाम क्या है? किसने बताया? नाम बताओ। आवाज नहीं आ रही क्या मेरी?
सर
अरे
ट्रू रहेगा।
सर,
हेलो।
या आदित्य, तुमने बताया क्या ये फॉल्स है?
सर ट्रू रहेगा ये।
ट्रू
मतलब
रहेगा ये?
प्रिंट करेगा क्योंकि टेम 80 से कम है ना, मतलब 60 है ना अपना, तो 80 से कम ही है।
हाँ तो ये ट्रू रहेगा।
हाँ।
भाई आदित्य, क्या कर रहे हो तुम यार? ये ट्रू रहेगा ये?
रहेगा।
सर फॉल्स होगा।
ये फॉल्स होगा भाई। इसका अभी ये प्रिंट आया थोड़ी है अभी। अभी तो मैंने कुछ रिफ्रेश ही नहीं किया। क्लास की तरफ थोड़ा ध्यान नहीं होगा तुम्हारा। अभी तो मैंने ये कंडीशन लगाई है। और तुम नंबर से देखो इफ कंडीशन को कि टेम्प में 60 स्टोर है तो 80 से तो वो बड़ा हो ही नहीं सकता। अब देखो, मैं इसको सेव करता हूँ और यहाँ रिफ्रेश करके दिखा देता हूँ। यहाँ पे कोई भी प्रिंट नहीं है। समझ गए? क्योंकि ये कंडीशन फॉल्स है। तो क्लास की तरफ ध्यान दो।
अरे नहीं सर, वो थोड़ा ये हो
कंफ्यूज हो
गया,
गए
मतलब
थे?
वो ग्रेटर, हाँ ग्रेटर स्मॉलर में साइन मिलने का।
कंफ्यूज हो गए? भाई ये तो सेकंड
हाँ।
क्लास का वो होता है। ग्रेटेस्ट।
नहीं सर, थोड़ा कंफ्यूज।
सेकंड क्लास में
माफ
वो
कीजिए।
देखा था, वो मैथ की वो बॉक्स वाली जो बुक होती थी, कॉपी, नोटबुक, उसमें इनइक्वलिटी करके आता था। सेकंड क्लास में देखा था?
हाँ हाँ सर, पढ़ा है मैथ।
उसमें ये सिंबल पड़े होंगे हैं, ग्रेटर देन, लेस देन।
हाँ सर, वो थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो गया था मतलब।
अरे कोई नहीं, कोई नहीं, कोई नहीं, हो जाता है। कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बस सीखते रहो। ठीक है। लेट मी स्टार्ट our another condition. So this become false. You understand about it? Let me give it hot value. Okay, I am passing one variable that is hot. Okay, and hot is already false. And now if condition is also false, though it is not printing anything. Let's say I will write the not equal to hot. Hot is false, but not equal to convert it into true. And let save it, and you can see the print here. Okay, so this way you can use the different variables in if condition and different operator also in if condition. Okay. Okay. So one thing I'm also using here, so that previous condition temp, and I'm putting 80 again. Okay, but here I'm not using this console.log. What I'm doing, actually I wanted to change the value of hot. Now hot will store the true. Okay, and let's say I will console the log here outside our if condition. Outside our if condition, I am consoling the log. So I am passing the value of hot here. Now this console condition, what it will print on the screen? What it will print? So it will print the value of hot. And what is the value of hot? Anyone can tell?
फॉल्स।
False. So it will give us false. So let me save this, and you can see इसने हमको false दे दिया. Okay, because this condition is also false, that's why we are not updating the value of hot. Okay, and let me change the condition of this. if temp is less than 80. Okay, if temp is less than 80, yes, temp is less than 80 because it is 60, so it is true. And it is true, then console will print the value of this. Earlier we have hot equal to false, but here we have override, we have updated. Okay, so let me save this and you can see the result here. We have true. Okay, so these are the logic actually we are building. This is very basic logic actually, but on the basis of that you can understand we are building many complex logic also in our software programs, in software development, in software you can say in backend also. Okay, for database you want to store some value on the basis of that some condition, so I think definitely will use the if condition. Okay, without if condition how can you figure out the things? It is not possible. So I hope this all you understand. Okay, let me give you another here condition. So I'm converting it this if condition into what? Earlier temp is greater than 80. No, it is not greater than 80. So I wanted to show you the if else statement, how if else statement is working. Okay, so here I am giving console log, and inside that console log I want to store uh, hot outside. Okay, and yes, and this if this condition become true, then this statement will execute. If it is become false, then this else part will execute, and in this else part I am giving one console also, and this console will tell you about what? About this, it's not very hot today. Okay, it will give you it's not very hot today. So now you can see we have the value of 60, and temp is greater than 80. No, it become false. Now which part will execute? Else part will execute. Okay,
Second,
second part. So this will print what? It's not very hot today.
it's
It will print
not
the
very hot today.
yeah. So yeah, you can see on the screen it printed that. Okay, and this is the example of if else you have seen, and I also tell you the example of else if else if else if. Okay, so let's say here only I am doing some editing so that you can understand the else condition. So let's say I'm giving the temp 670 temperature and hot the value the same false, and here this is the if statement, and after if we have what? This if. Okay, so else if we have, and inside else if I'm doing some actually I'm writing the condition also here, this temp about temp. Okay, so here temp will less than equal to what? Less than equal to 80, uh, and temp greater than equal to what? 50. So here actually I'm checking temp is greater than 50, greater than equal to 50 or less than equal to 80. So both the condition is true. So this part will execute. Okay, but it will execute on the basis of the value 70. Let's say I will enter here any other value 100, then this statement will execute. Okay, and let's say I will uh, give here 30 and I will give here 30, then these both the statement become false. Now this else part will execute. Okay, so here also I am giving one if condition also and storing some uh, condition with the help of operator. So here we have less than 50 and greater than equal to 32. Okay, greater than equal to 32. Now this if statement will execute, and here also I am giving log, and here I am writing actually this is hot outside, and here what it is, average temperature outside. Okay, average temperature outside, and here I am giving it's pretty cold out because temperature is less than 50 and greater than equal to 32. So maybe it's pretty cold out. So basically showing you about the else if condition. Okay, let's say this part I have completed. Now I need to write the else part. Okay, let's say if temperature is less than 32, then what will happen? This last else part will execute, and inside that else part I am writing it is very cold out. Okay, it is very cold outside because temperature is less than 32. That's why it is very cold. Okay, so let me save this, and I wanted to run this, and here you can see this else part printed on the screen. Okay, and let's say I'm giving the value here 36. Okay, now this part will execute. Okay, so save it, and now you can see. So this is the very basic concept actually you understand about it, if else condition. Okay, so let me tell you about the another else if statement. Okay, so here let me comment it, and here I'm starting another program. So actually here I am giving one variable that is him, and it is storing the one value, and I am giving another variable that is cheese, and it is storing the value 10, and also another variable that is report, and it is storing what, a string blank. Okay, and here I am giving the if condition. Inside that if I am writing the hem. Okay, if hem is greater than equal to 10 and cheese cheese greater than equal to 10, then report report will be this strong sales of both. Okay, and I'm not giving any console log. Okay, I am only giving the some string in report. Okay. Let's say I'm writing the another else if statement, and inside here I'm writing ham equal to 0 and cheese equal to 0. So here report equal to nothing sold, and in else part we have value of report what some sales, some sales. Okay, so this we have completed, and let's say I'm writing the console log here, and I'm returning the value of report variable name. So this if else condition, in this if else condition, on the basis of that values, it will what? It will check the if conditions, and on the basis of that if condition, it will store that value in the report variable, and then this report variable will give the particular value. So let's say cheese is equal to 10 and ham is equal to 1, but it is AND operator. One thing become false, okay, and another thing become true, so whole will become false. And here ham is equal to 0, not, it is false. The else part will execute, but it have given the some error because I have written the wrong name. Where I have written the wrong name? Here in console log. It is not riot, it is report. So report, report. Okay. So let me save this, and here you can find the value on the basis of that if else condition. So you can understand that this way we can use the if else condition for our control flow point of view in JavaScript. So I have given you the overview of if else condition, and I hope you all understand about it, and you can use the if else condition, and you can understand the if else condition in any web application backend or front end. So this is the motive to tell you, and this meeting is going to end after 10 minutes. I will start another meeting, then I will tell you about the loop statement in JavaScript. Okay. So this is 10-minute break. After 10 minutes, you will join the meeting. Okay.